What's going on, guys? Bengal again here, coming back at you with another video. Today we're doing another quiz video. This is, can you name the NFL players you should have forgotten from 2010 to 2020 part 2. Now, if you didn't watch the first part of this, I did a video probably about a month or two ago where we talked about NFL players that we completely forgot about in the 2010s. I think I did fairly well. I think I didn't forget about most of them. This was sent to me from Jason, so appreciate you. Of course, if you want to send me a quiz to potentially do, all you have to do is tweet at me at Bengal Designs with quiz in the title, as you see here, and the link, and I will be sure to at least check it out. A lot of these are bad. Like, I've tried to do videos and it's like a ton of misspellings, and it only takes the first and last name. You can't just type the last name, so it doesn't really work for speed. But this seems to be a pretty good one just from checking it out. It should be the same as the first one that we did, so we'll see. Hopefully it just takes last names and things like that. But all right, 12 minutes on the clock, got to get 50. Hit that subscribe button if you're new, and let me know how many of these players did you actually remember. Link is in the description if you guys want to try the quiz before me. But let's jump into it. 50 to get in 12 minutes. Is this Zach Stacy or is this Benny Cunningham? I think this is Zach Stacy. It is that Zach Stacy. Some of these guys were out of the league so quickly. This is going to be kind of a tough name to spell, maybe. This is Paul Posluszny. I think it is like that. It is. Paul Posluszny, former Penn State beast. This is George Iloka. This is, like, I feel like this is not players that you should have forgotten about. More so, but players you just haven't thought about in a while. And George Iloka was actually really solid. This is, this is a tough one. Is this, Dan Connolly? Is that who this is? It might be Josh Klein. No, I think it's Dan Connolly. It doesn't look like it's taking Connolly, so either I'm misspelling it or I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. I remember Dan Connolly was the offensive lineman for the Patriots that recovered the squib kick and took it like 60 yards, almost to the house. I thought that's who this was. This doesn't look like Matt Light to me. I'm trying to think of players in that range. I feel like it's Dan Connolly, and the only other name I can think of was Josh Klein. So we're going to come back to that one. That one, I don't think I'm going to be able to get off the bat. This is... Who are they asking for here? Probably the receiver. That looks like Torrey Smith to me. It is. He's not forgettable, is he? Oh, Riley Cooper. We're going to move on from him with the utmost quickness. Jason Morrow, Texas Tech beast. It is Jason Morrow. Who is this? 34. I have no idea who this is. He doesn't even look familiar. Chargers running back, you'd have to assume, in the 2010s. I don't think that... It doesn't look like Ryan Matthews to me. It's not. I mean, like, it's obviously not Darren Sproles. I'll type it anyway. I don't know who this is. It's not Mike Tolbert. It doesn't look like anyone I've ever seen before. That's the thing. I don't know who this is. Oh, that's already a tough one. I didn't know how many of these would actually stump me, but that one definitely did. This is Hakeem Nicks. Met him actually before. Very nice guy. This is Blair Walsh. He was so good before being so bad. Ooh. This guy looks familiar. Some of these are real tough. I'm finding out. This one, oh no. This one looks so familiar to me. On a weird Bucks team. This is like 2017 Bucks. I wish I could see the face. I just can't quite remember who that is at the moment. That's unfortunate. Damn. It's not Vernon Hargraves. It's not Darrelle Revis. Because, I mean, you wouldn't forget him, but he didn't wear 21 for the Bucks. It almost looks to me like Brandon Browner, but he never played on the Bucks. He also looks a little too short. I mean, I'll type it anyway. That's not Talib. Oh, who is that? Oh my goodness. This one, I know who this is. I really do. I wish I could see the face. That's maybe one we'll come back to, and I think I might be able to get that. This is Tim Hightower. Oh, that's Andre Ellington. My bad. Andre Ellington. Oh, man. That was interesting. This is Dwayne Bowe. He was so good for a little while at LSU. EJ Manuel, first round pick by the Bills in I want to say 14. Is this Brent Selleck? Yes. Joik Bell. He was interesting for a while. Stephen Tulloch tore his ACL celebrating a sack, I want to say. Sheldon Richardson. Dude, not only is he still in the NFL, like, he's still a decent player. He won Rookie of the Year. He was a beast. If this isn't Ben Jarvis Green Ellis, I don't know who this is. It is Ben Jarvis Green Ellis. Okay, cool. Dennis Pitta. He was another solid player for a little while. A lot of these guys are good. This is not Stephen Paya. Shoot, Steve, I know who this is. It's Paul Solii. Oh, is it not? I thought it was Paul Solii. Maybe it's not. Oh, this is Damata Pecco. All right, there we go. It takes me a little while to rotate in and out of those guys. I couldn't just put my finger on the name. That's Shane Vereen. Unless they're talking about Tom Brady, which they can't be. Oh. Brandon Spikes. There it is. Former Florida Gator. A lot of Florida guys on this list. This is Fred Jackson. He was really good for a while. Underrated guy, the 2010s. Pierre Garcon. Beast with the Colts. Marcel Reece. One of the best fullbacks in the NFL for a minute. Oh, man. One of the best players in the NFL, period, for a minute. One of the most underrated players. Is a big part of Aldon Smith's success for the 49ers. And this would have been tougher if they put him in a Bengals uniform. But this is Justin Smith. He was such a fantastic 3-4 defensive end. And this one... Oh. I don't know what this is. It's not D.D. Westbrook. It's not Alan Hurns. It is Alan Hurns, really. I didn't think it was. That doesn't really... Didn't look a whole lot like Alan Hurns to me. Oh, man, we can't go back right now. This is actually a tough one for me. I know this face. I just don't know if I'm going to come up with his name. Oh, no. I don't know it immediately, so we're going to move on. He looks very familiar. I'm not coming up with it. Oh, Pierre Thomas. Dante Whitner obliterated him in the NFC Championship years ago. Malik Jackson on the Broncos? No. Who is this? Again, not seeing the faces is kind of tough. Oh, man, I almost just thought of who this is. Oh, I know who this is. Oh, this was another player who was quite good. I'm looking at him, man. I just can't come up with his name. Shoot. Oh, he looks so familiar. I think that's what I'm going to be able to come up with. I can't believe this is not Malik Jackson, he wore 97 for the Broncos, but I don't know. I'm going to have to move on. We'll come back to it. Rashawn Melvin? Damn, not seeing the faces is so tough. Terrell Brown, I don't think he wore 29. This is another one where I don't know who that is for the Raiders. Ike Taylor? I mean, it's been a while since I've gotten one, it feels like. Oh my god. I mean, this is a defensive back. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Dude, I'm going brain dead on some of these names. Who is this? Dude, I know who these players are. That's why this is so frustrating. We're going to get James Jones. I got to move on. I'm going to miss these. Oh, this is Mr. DUI. Michael Floyd. Couldn't remember his last name for a minute. This is Byron Maxwell. Kind of part of the Legion of Boom, I guess you could say. This is Captain Munnerlin. Forgot completely about him. Sam Shields. Another really good corner in the NFL for a while. That looks like a mustache. I have no idea who that is. It's not? It can't be Mike Glennon. Doesn't look like Mike Glennon. I don't know who that is. We're gonna move on. This is not Kawan Short. Coney Ely? I don't think he wore 90. It is 94. Coney Ely. Interesting. Eddie Royal. That isn't Eddie Royal. I mean, that's. I guess it isn't. Man. This is actually a pretty tough quiz. That looks like Eddie Royal to me. And he wore, I want to say he wore 15 for the Chargers. He might have worn 13. We'll move on. This is Jacquizz Rodgers. I only have 3 minutes and 15 seconds to get this going. Terrell Pryor, one of the best rushing quarterbacks of all time. Had like a 92-yard rushing touchdown. Shane Scove. No, it isn't. This is Chris Borland. Retired after a year. He was so sick. Ooh. Oh, I know who this is. He signed a big contract to go play for the Dolphins. Brandon Albert? No? Okun? Oh my god, dude. Who is this? This is one of the best tackles in the league for a little while. Chris. Man, I'm just not going to be able to come up with it. Shoot. It's been so long since I thought about some of these guys. This is Brian Cushing, another guy who's really good in the NFL for a while. Brandon LaFell, I hope. Thank you. If that wasn't Brandon LaFell, I would have no idea. One of my favorite players of all time, Brian Arakpo, Hook'em Horns. And this is Stevie Johnson. All right, we got 40 out of 50. I thought that was Dan Connolly. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. This guy I know. I can't come up with his name. This one, oh, he went to the Redskins. He beat somebody with a belt. It was a lady. Very unfortunate. Oh, man, what is his name? He went to the Redskins. Please. Played outside linebacker. Oh, man, what is his name? You're kidding me. Oh, man, it almost just popped into my head. Shoot. I think part of what makes it tougher to remember is Junior Galette. Ah, yes. Damn, I completely forgot about it. Part of this that makes it a little tougher to do is trying to speak the entire time in these quizzes. I don't want to leave just a bunch of blank space for you guys because I don't feel like it's fun to just like watch me like stare at the screen trying to think of it. This is I didn't see the C before. This is a team captain for the Broncos. Who could this be? Clearly a defensive tackle. I just don't think that's what I'm coming up with. This one I don't think I'm coming up with either. It just doesn't really look like anyone that I would recognize before. I'm trying to turn my head, see if I can see inside the face mask. I'm an idiot. This one I know. This one's pretty easy. I just can't come up with his name. It's not popping into my head. Like, I don't know how I'm getting Captain Munnerlyn, but I'm missing some of these other ones. I know this guy, man. It's not Brian Poole, but he would have been on the same team. I'm going to type Poole anyway. I'm just not going to come up with it, man. That's so frustrating. I don't know who this is. This guy does not look familiar. I'll recognize his name. And I thought this was Eddie Royal for sure. It looks like Eddie Royal to me. Inside the face mask, but it just isn't. Can't be. Is this like the guy with the weird name who was great for like a year? Oh, Dontrelle Inman. I forgot about him. As the title would indicate, I should have forgotten. Dontrelle Inman. I wasn't coming up with that. But that makes sense. Yeah, he looks a lot taller. Ryan Clady. Oh, I was thinking Chris. Ryan Clady. Ryan Clady was so good. Oh, that's so annoying. I had the C right. But I just had the first name wrong. Damn. Got Brian Cushing, obviously. Brandon LaFell. All right, let's get back to the start. I'm ready for this name. Sebastian Vollmer. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I was thinking interior offensive lineman. I guess Matt Light, too. I did forget about Sebastian Vollmer. I know he has a podcast. An NFL podcast in German. Donald Brown? Are you kidding me? I would have never guessed Donald Brown for the Chargers. Oh, that's so annoying. Donald Brown went to high school around where I grew up in New Jersey. And then he went to UConn, was a first-round pick in 2009 by the Colts, and they give me a picture of him in the Chargers, on the Chargers. Oh, I should have gotten... I know Donald Brown, obviously, just gave you his full backstory. It just doesn't look like him to me. The face, man, that's so frustrating. Alteron Werner, yep. About 2015, he was a really solid player. I think he went to the Titans afterwards, after the Bucks. He was decent. He was a solid guy. I just was never going to remember that name. What else did I miss here? We went to a streak where I missed a lot. Terrence Knighton. Yep. Went to the Jaguars as well. He was good there. Kind of forgot about Terrence Knighton. He was a solid player. David Amerson. I just don't associate him with the Raiders. I associate him with the Redskins. And then Robert Alford. Very obvious. I don't. This one I should have gotten more than anybody because he's still playing. Robert Alford. I don't know how I didn't get that. Annoying. Dude, I was gonna guess Blaine Gabbert, and I'm like, that just doesn't look like him. Did I say? I definitely didn't say Blaine Gabbert out loud. Some of these guys just don't look like how I remember them looking, which is frustrating. But I mean, I knew that could have been Blaine Gabbert, I guess. I don't know why I just didn't just guess it. I guess Mike Glennon. I mean, that one I should have gotten probably. Dontrelle Inman and Ryan Clady. 41 out of 50. Really not that bad. Some of these names were real easy. Some of these were really tough. Zach Stacy was one that was tough, but I just knew it immediately. What was the toughest one on here? Jason Morrow is going to be tough for a lot of you guys to get. Alteron Werner, I feel like, is going to be tough. Andre Ellington might be tough. I feel like Brent Selleck is not that hard. Joique Bell could be tough. D'Amato Pecco could be tough. I think I called him D'Amato earlier. Maybe not. What else could be a real tough one? Some of these guys you just haven't thought about in a while. Junior Galette, I feel like a lot of people are going to get. I just struggle with that one. What's another one I got that could be tough? Captain Munnerlyn, I feel like could be tough. Coney Ely might be tough. Chris Borland, I feel like is pretty easy. I don't know. I got all the ones I should have gotten pretty much, and then a few that maybe I shouldn't have, and then I forgot some ones that I should have. I feel like you guys are going to do probably around the same score as me, but that's going to do it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, be sure to let me know how you did on the quiz. A lot of these names are big blasts from the past, so this was definitely a lot of fun. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.